Oh man,
Mm. Oh
we're
man,
on.
it wasn't a recording. Shucks.
Look at you, coach. Amazing.
Good morning, and welcome everyone. Mary Flex, you are on. Good to see you, one of our newest associates.
Good
And
morning, coach, and everyone.
good morning, young
Hey.
lady. Good to have
Good
you.
morning, everyone.
Okay, this morning, get ready. Please let us rewrite your money story together. So whether you're lacking money, whether you want to have more, we're going to show you techniques on how to develop a strong residual income. So we're launching new brand ambassadors like Mary and others, Sean, uh, building a strong and creating a strong customer base to secure your residual income. Now, here is a proven blueprint system for weekly meetings schedules. So we've got Tuesday night, we've got Thursday night, we have Saturday, and now we have Sunday. So energize your week. Join Eric Glenn's powerful call, unstoppable group accountability and expert guidance. So let's go. And uh, so what we talked about today really is driving into with Champions University. We're launching now with elite brand ambassadors ready to elevate your journey. Secure your residual income with Wave 1 bonuses and increase your customer base with prosperity drives. What I have experienced, and you have too, is Rajiv and the corporate staff have meticulously, see, I got that word from Mary Collier and their double masters, meticulously prepared everything for our continual growth and success. And so, what am I talking about? First of all, I'm talking about an international manufacturing facility that costs millions of dollars. Shane, it's good to see you. You're backed up by an international marketing company, of which I am so proud to be a key brand ambassador. And guess what? Every single person on here can be a key brand ambassador. Together, backed up with pricing. Let me tell you something. When you can pick up a donation of $50 to help a church, the church make money, you make money, and the customer gets health. Hallelujah. We're in the right place at the right time. So let's manifest, earn big, and rank up this month. And so it is. I have prepared my mind to receive every single thing we have laid out. And hopefully, I know somebody will get a breakthrough today because we're coming through very, very strong today. And I'm going to start our lineup as soon as I learn how to change. And there I go. I want to introduce a experienced leader, a young lady that I've grown to love and admire. And boy, is she looking fine today. Anyway, I've got to stay on script. So Elaine, don't take me off script. Let me introduce Miss LaVerne. LaVerne?
Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. And I know for some it's a little earlier out there in California. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on this university drive as we promote to the higher level. Thanking Coach for setting this up. Thank you for, being the leader that you are in enriching in us to enrich in the life of others and to keep them healthy. So I am so grateful. And thank you for Eric and Angelique, the whole thing. We all come together as a family. So thank you. So what I'm sharing today, since I got ignited, since I got started back up, and Michael asked me that yesterday morning, what got me back on target? I have used the TerraMelt for quite like 2 or 3 years that have helped my knee from not having a total knee replacement. So this 2024, I prayed to the Lord. I said, Lord, show me something else that I need. How can I walk in your footstep and help others? And he's like, you're using the product. Why not? You and Angelique, you're feeling better. So I connected back with Coach and became a powerhouse. I am moving fast. Okay, and I'm so appreciating everything that the company has been given, the promotions and everything. So going back to the script, I am a retired teacher. I taught students with autism for several years. And now I'm pushing forward with Angelique and keeping healthy where I can move forward. So with the prosperity drive, oh my goodness, once Coach got on the prosperity drive, I saw the vision and connecting with him, I moved forward. So we came up with different ways of connecting with customers. One of the ways that I'm doing, and this was mentioned prior, is these little, like Coach call it, sexy bags, organza bags. I've been putting in 5 of the um Amberosa along with my business card. So when I'm talking and meeting with customers that want to try it, I'm selling these for $10. Okay, and now with that discount, it's 100%. You can't get over. So on top of not, I mean, we love these little pink one. I went out and I found some hot pink because I want them to see what we got. I like Coach said he wanted sexy. Well, hey, I mean, for the guys, if you want to get green, black, whatever, but Coach don't mind because he know who he is. So he's selling in hot pink organza sexy bag. So we're placing 5 of the Amberosa in here. And guess what? If they sign up, if they want to purchase their own bag right away, then they're going to get it for $5. $5. Why? Because this is going to hold them until our amazing company get their products to them. Okay, so they'll be experiencing what this Amberosa have before they get their 30. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't go wrong with $30. What? The company dropped it where we can buy now 12 packs and we selling them 5 for $10 and they're going to be feeling well in that time before their stuff comes. So I'm just loving this idea. And so far, I done sold 10 of these. So shut the front door. My package, my package of 412 package came the other day. Look, I'm moving. I'm moving. So if one thing ain't going, the next thing is going. The next thing with the Prosperity Drive, I started 2 schools on Monday. Now I met with them. They have, and let's do the math, they have 40 students in the school. What I did, I got a beautiful folder. The papers that Coach already got ready for us, I printed the sheet with the information of the fundraiser and to the back for their 12 volunteer. I placed it in the folder. I made one for every child in the daycare center. So the teachers don't have to be stressed because I'm a retired teacher. I know what it's like. I enclosed everything in the folder and took it to the school. Now, I spoke back with her yesterday to see how it's going because we have everything is in the follow-up. I don't want them to think I'm just dropping stuff off and don't care whether or not, it's working and helping them with their fundraiser. So each child got a nice folder with their sheet, and each teacher got the amount for her class, right? Now, on Tuesday, not Monday, Tuesday, I'm going back out there with my goodie bags to have the parents try one of our Amberosa. Because in order for them to sell, you got to be a product of the product and they need to taste it. And I can get into it more with them than the administrator could. So that's what I'm going that extra mile because I want to make money, but I also want to get people healthy. So that's what I am planning to do on Tuesday in the follow-up. On top of that, like I was doing the math, 20, 40 students times 50.
We're
That's
talking about a lot of money.
$24,000. That's $24,000. And with the special that we got now, with each that school would profit 7,400. And on top of us giving them that bonus, I could round it off at 8,000. What are we losing? You know, I,
Have an
I didn't
event
get a
coming
big
up.
church yet, but I'm working with the smaller schools. I'm working with the smaller church because 40 plus 40 plus 40, hey, it's getting there. And look how many people that I'm reaching out to. And now waiting to meet them next week to get some referrals. So I'm saying this
You're
drive,
calling me to tell me what I'm doing
this,
right?
this prosperity drive is going to work, but
Hold
we
on
have
just a
to.
minute, honey. Virgil, could you please mute your screen? We've got background noise.
Mhm. So we have to work it, and we have to go out there and share open up our beautiful little mouth, which we all have, and share this product. Share our Angeli product, share the Amberosa, and get our people healthy. So I'm summing it up with that. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Next Wednesday, here in Fort Lauderdale. If you got someone here, you got to be here. Because guess who's coming? Coach Smile is coming to Fort Lauderdale. Kim Law is driving down, and we're going to open it up in my beautiful studio. I'm inviting guests upon guests because guess what? Do the math. In every five, you're going to get one. So don't invite one person and hold your heart that that one person is coming. It don't go like that. You have to invite more. I have learned that for every five, you'll get one. So don't hold your breath on just one person. Okay. I know Kim does her 10 person per day. Okay. And Kim, I'm sure out of 10, you get a possible two. If you get three or four, then hallelujah. So I'm saying that please, please, here in Fort Lauderdale, next Wednesday at 7 p.m., we're going to open it up. And of course, I'm going to have my sexy little bags with my Amber Rosa in there to sell. And we are going to just have a great time with Kim and Coach. So if you have anyone down here, please, please just let us know. You can forward their name to us and we will call them and welcome them and let them know that they are in great hands. So that's all I have to say this morning. Thank you so much for coming on. Any questions? Oh, and your little Gansa bag, they're in Amazon. Everything is in Amazon. The only thing we can't get from Amazon is to buy a husband or a wife, and then if we don't want them, we send them back. So we
Thank
can't.
you, thank you, thank you.
But
LaVerne, and if they
Moving
start
right,
selling them, let me know.
moving right along, let me introduce Miss Kim Law with I'll let her say it. Kim Law and Bob Law, okay?
Thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. We are so excited because, we're really focused on the fundraising aspect of what Ambrosia, with the Ambrosia product that Anjali has. Coach was mentioning about our company we are actually not just brand ambassadors, but we're ambassadors for a global company. Do you even know what the global company's name is that we are ambassadors for?
Ooh.
It's not Anjali. Really? Does anybody know? Well, it's Acumen. Acumen is the company that's the parent company for Anjali that goes global. That's who pays our check. Now, if we're working for a global company, guess what we're doing? We are expanding our business. We're representing a global company that actually has a manufacturing facility that is housed in the United States, based in the United States, where we're not getting things from other countries. Everything is housed, implemented here, where we know that the products are top notch. We're not having to worry about all the other things that are not necessarily good and healthy that can come in from other areas. Everything's just top notch. So when we're talking about, Coach, could you go to the screen? Switch back over to the screen for the slides so I can go through the slides and show them some stuff. Make sure you have your phones handy to take some snapshots because we're going to go through a few things with you. And the next slide. Thank you. All right. So what we're doing right now with the Prosperity Drive is when we're having conversations with people, we're letting them know that we have a mission. And our mission is to work with their volunteer staff to build a robust ability to have extra income for their nonprofit, whether it's a church, a nonprofit, it doesn't matter, where we can show them how they can earn an extra $15,000 in a month's time or less. That's residual income for them. That's an extra $18,000 for their organization that they're not having to constantly go back to their volunteers and to their congregation on an ongoing basis saying, gimme, 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 gimme. They're able to say, hey, we have a way that you can help support the vision that we've got for our mission through health and wellness for you and your family. Coach, next slide, please. And this shows how we can have a prosperous impact for them. Now, when we're talking to them and their congregation, Coach has put this amazing letter together. And if you can, please take a snapshot of this because this is something that you want to have. It's very detailed. It's specific. Yeah, zoom it in if you would, Coach, so everybody can see that. I was trying to do it on my side. There. Make sure you take a good snapshot of this because what it's doing is it's detailing for them who you are. You're going to put your name in this letter. It focuses on, now forgive me because my eyesight's improving. So now in order to have a good vision of the computer, I have to have it at the tip of my nose, which is really amazing because I need a new set of glasses now because my eyesight's improving even more. But it talks about 3 different aspects. We've got customized fundraising, which we customize our fundraising specifically to what it is their project is about. Maybe they're adding on a wing to their church. Maybe they're expanding, creating a school division. They're doing some kind of community project that's a food bank or housing, whatever it is. We're going to target and show, we're going to put flyers together, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. We're going to target the fundraising campaign to them specifically. So it's not an ambiguous thing that goes for everybody. It's going to be very focused and targeted. They're going to see the value. When people see it, they know exactly what the fundraising event is for. Then we're going to be talking about engaging in faith. So now here if we're talking to churches, obviously it's a faith-based organization. When you're having a conversation about strengthening their community, which is their church and their congregation, they're going to be all about it. The other thing is is in sustainable support. Let me go back to sustaining the sustainable support. It's not just sustainable support for their vision, for their projects and things that they're wanting to do, what their mission statement is, but sustaining the church and the organization through tithing. Because when we're able to show different people in their congregation, you're going to have an opportunity to have a conversation with the leaders of these organizations, whether it's a church, whether it's a nonprofit, that maybe they have somebody who needs to have a side hustle. I call it a sidekick. I don't know why, but I do, because it's a kick in the pants. It's wonderful. It gets you motivated, right? So if they know they have somebody on board they really care about that could use some extra income, don't you think they're going to want to help support them, where when they're running the Anjali fundraising campaign that we've got through their organization, it's helping to support the individual who's in their congregation or is working for their nonprofit, as well as supporting their mission statement. And when people are earning extra income, what do? They pay more tithing, right? And so we talk about the congregational support that's there. Go ahead and go to the next slide, Coach, because I want to go into more detail on some of the things that we can do with conversations. Make sure you've taken a copy of the slide. Now, as you can see here, this is amazing. Coach has spent endless hours and funds putting things together that is incredible. Now, you have an opportunity to use the postcard. This postcard literally is something that you can send out to 10 businesses a week minimum. When you send it out to churches, nonprofit organizations, it lets them know who you are as an introductory, what you have to offer. Along with that, we have flyers that are already built and designed for us. Folks, you can get all of this pre-made, set up. The design is already there when you go to Vistaprint. You can get 500 business cards for $40. You can get 500 of these flyers for, I think it's like 35 for the mail outs. This is not something that you have to get a loan for to be able to do this. And imagine if you just get one out of 250 cards that you get, or 500 cards that you get. If you only got one, that's way more in commissions than your initial investment. Does that make sense? Now, these products, all you have to do is put your information in, your URL connection that's there, or the one that you tie to their church and organization. When you show them that you've got something built specifically for them, once it's made, you're sending this out with your information initially. Then you have these made up specifically for that organization with their QRL code that you've designed specifically for their organization. So when somebody goes there, they see immediately that they're supporting their church, they're supporting their nonprofit that they are already a part of. And next slide, Coach.
Champion.
Now, when you talk about these, here's some phone conversations that make sure you take a screenshot of this. I'm going to do some role playing with my husband. All right. Bob, can you unmute?
I am unmuted.
Oh, you are. Thank you, honey. Okay. So, hi.
You're gonna ring me?
Ring, ring, ring. You got to answer the phone.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Kim Law. I'm with Prosperity Drive that does fundraisers in the local area. I'm looking to speak with the person who makes the decisions on your fundraising projects.
Well, that would be me.
That would be you. Wonderful. I'm so glad I got the mover and shaker for your team. That's awesome. I work for an organization that does fundraising where there's no outlay up front for your organization at all. But we have such a high success rate that we have been able to have a proven method where we've brought in over $20,000 within 10 days for organizations up to $20,000. What I'd like to do is take about 10 minutes of your time. I'm going to be in the area on Tuesday and Friday. Which day would work best for you?
10 minutes for $20,000? Yeah.
Well, I can show you.
I guess Tuesday would be better.
Tuesday would be better? Well, let me ask you a question. I have a video that'll take less than 10 minutes for you to view. Would now be a good time for you to look at it?
No.
No? Well, can I send you a text message so that you can review it? And when would you be able to see that?
Probably later this afternoon.
Great. Would I be able to follow up with you, say around 6 o'clock this evening?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be gone for the day, or is that an okay time?
It's an okay time.
Great. All right. I'll follow up with you then at 6, and I'll shoot you a text message about 15 minutes earlier. Now, one of the things that I'll be doing is I'll need some information from you so that we can see the best way to move forward. I'd like to know how many volunteers you have available through your organization, and how much money would your organization like to raise? What kind of projects you're working on? So if you could gather that information when we meet again, that would be wonderful. I look forward to speaking with you at 6.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. Now, you can see I ad-libbed on this. I do this a lot. So you just kind of go with what conversation fits you best. Now, Coach has put together a magnificent introductory letter. I want to read this to you because the wording is spot on. It says, "Dear Pastor Alice, I'm honored to serve as a key brand ambassador for a renowned international manufacturing and marketing firm. Our heartfelt mission is to bolster the financial strength of your church and nonprofit. We achieve this through the unique volunteer exchange program that we have, providing individual services through using our product of ambrosia for health, bolstering gummy drop. I'm sorry, it's a faded out thing. Bolstering gummy drop made from all fruits and extracts. This nectar promotes health and well-being and supports a noble cause in bringing necessary funds to your organization. Let's unite for prosperity. We only have 2 more positions available for a prosperity drive on March 15th. We'd like to invite you to come in and position yourself to be a part of that." Now, this letter does several things. One, it talks about the fact that we're working with a global company, not just a mom and pop business, but a global company. It also reaches out and says we have top-notch products. These products are spa quality. This is not something that you go to Walmart, or excuse me, that you go to a box store, no matter what it is, and get it, or a pharmacy and pick it up. These are top-notch, high-quality products. They're Nutraveda, nutraceuticals. The other thing is this letter implements a time slot that says, look, there's a sense of urgency. I only have 2 spots available for 2 more drives on the 15th of this month. And I would love for you to be a part of it. And I will do whatever it takes to help this to work in your schedule so your organization can be a part of the only 2 spots I have left this month. Does that make sense? Because you want to make sure there's a sense of urgency, bringing it on board for them to be a part of what you're doing, and that you've got their back to be able to support their organization and the visions and the missions that they've got. Coach, I believe there was one more slide on there. Am I correct on that?
Yes, there is.
Yes, sir. Okay. So one of the things that talks about is when somebody is saying, actually, just go back to the main screen because I know how to cover this. So it talks about individuals that are, go ahead and do a snapshot of this because we're going to run through a couple little scenarios real fast. This one, this script is talking about, let's see here on this one. All right. When you're having your opening statement, you're going specifically in. This is just a quick conversation that you're having. Excuse me, but it's easier for me to see it this way. My name is Kim Long. I'm calling you because you recently expressed an interest in our company and in having extra income. Now, are you looking for a part-time or full-time income? You immediately go into asking that conversation. You don't pause. And the reason you don't pause is because you want to have them answer a question that you give them a directive to. So you're asking, are you looking for part-time or full-time income? And they'll say part-time or full-time. If they, okay, Bob, chime in. Are you looking for part-time or full-time income? You have to unmute, honey.
I'm looking
All
for
right.
This old phone didn't work.
Okay, sorry.
Right now, looking for part-time.
Part-time, great. How many hours a week will you be able to spend to build your part-time income?
8.
8, all righty. With 8 hours a week, how much income are you looking to be able to increase your revenue stream by?
Well, I know that's not a lot of time because we're a busy company here. Probably 10 grand.
How much?
10 grand.
10 grand? Okay. I tell you what, I believe we may have a good match, but it's going to take about 15 minutes of your time. You may or may not be interested. If you are, that's great. If you're not, that's fine too. When would be the best time? Do you have 15 minutes now available?
No,
You don't? Well, I'm going to be in the area on Monday and Friday. Which day would work best for you?
Monday.
Monday? Great. I have one morning and one afternoon appointment. What would work best in your schedule?
Probably the afternoon since it's a Monday morning busy.
Great. Okay. That's usually the same for me as well. Well, I have an availability at 3:15 on Monday. Would that work for you?
Can you make it 4 o'clock?
Let me see. You know what? I can. I can stretch it out. I'll change some things around for you for a 4 o'clock appointment on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Let me give you my phone number. It's 352-875-1211. If something comes up that you have to reschedule, please reach out and let me know because you're very busy as well as I am. And I will be calling you an hour before to let you know that I'm on my way.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I look forward to speaking with you then.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Now, do you see how you can fit whatever day works in your schedule? It could be Monday and Friday. It could be Tuesday and Thursday, Monday and Saturday. Whatever it is for you that works in your schedule is the days that you offer up. If they can't do it, then rearrange, but just make it where they feel that they have to be a part of that. Now, I want to run through this quickly. Run to the next slide, if you would, Coach.
Can I say something to that?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Make sure that when you're asking the question and how much money they want to make, and that the answer they give you is a realistic answer. Because some people want to make $1 million the first year. That's not exactly
Now, the
possible.
$10,000 that he mentioned a month with you putting 8 hours a weekend is doable doing our prosperity drive. Now, if they're just looking to do onesie twosies, that's different. But because of what he said and how I know our revenue stream works with Prosperity Drive, it's absolutely doable. So this is something that, one of the things I might have added into that conversation, usually I would say, well, that's great. Do you have organizations that you're currently a part of? We have a way of earning that type of revenue stream that deals with nonprofits, churches, and organizations. Now, this here, are we going straight in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to send this out to everybody here, but I want to respect the 45 minutes. And I want to thank you and Bob. And I want to turn the rest of the time over to Eric Green.
Hey, thank you so much, Kim. That was fantastic, really. I could have went on and just listened to you. It was great. You did a great job doing that. I think there's a couple of points that both you and LaVerne and made. I think one of the ones that I really liked what LaVerne said, other than I love her earrings. Your earrings rock. They are cool.
Glad you said that.
They are they really are. They're beautiful. They match your personality. One of the things that you did is you gave everybody some guidance. And I think it's so important when we get on these calls to pay attention to that guidance and figure out a way to apply it. And I'm going to talk about that here in just a second, just a couple of lines on that. And also with Kim, one of the important things that you started out with that you were making a point of was that of the made in the USA. Now that's really critical. Of course, we get our ingredients from many sources. But they come through U.S.A. labs, and these labs test everything to make sure it is what it's supposed to be. That's called that certificate of analysis that we talk about. And having the U.S.A. label manufactured in, and the company is here in the U.S.A. as you expand internationally, that is a really big deal. I cannot put enough emphasis on what an advantage it is for each of us to have products with that kind of labeling on them. I've built organizations all over the world. I've built them in Europe, in South America, Central America, in Asia, all over the place. I have my favorite countries, but I've built in all of them, and I'm telling you, that is a really critical thing. Then there was a couple of other things that I liked when Kim talked about. I mean, when LaVerne talked about investing in your business, you got to do that. That is critical. It's not just the financial part you invest in. It is the time, the intelligence part, and the emotional part. There are many parts of investing in your business, and you can't do one and forget the others. They all need to be invested into your business. So I really appreciated that from LaVerne here today. So let me get into one of the things also that Coach mentioned is about all of us being this brand ambassador. I think there's something also important to understand, that each of us are master distributor brand ambassadors, because that is a critical thing. And the reason that's critical, because that gives you, well, the kids today call it cred. We used to call it credibility. They've shortened everything up on me. It gives you that nutritional accreditation that you need when you go out there, because now people can see that, yeah, you're in charge of an omni-channel distribution company for yourself and for all those who join you. And it is truly omni-channel. We're talking about one of the channels here today. We've talked about is Prosperity Drives. There are other channels that you can move your product through that I think are critical for us to understand. Now, I'm not going to take time here today to talk about that. What I do want to talk about is what kind of activities that you're involved with. I really liked LaVerne's activity of putting 5 in a bag and selling it for $10. I'm more of a 3-day person. So I would put 3 in a bag and sell it for $5. That gets me my money back, and it's 3 days worth. They're going to know immediately. I love what Coach says. He says just taste it. And that's the truth. This is good for you. I can tell you all about how good it is, but if it tastes bad, you ain't never going to touch that stuff, right? There are hundreds of people who have a garage full of garbage that they end up throwing out or trying to sell on eBay or something like that because it's not good and it's not good for them and they know it and they just can't swallow it. They can't take it. This is one of those things that you can take. And I remember the first time I took it, I ate like half a bag in a day. It was so easy for me. I just kept ripping them open, sticking them in my mouth. I hadn't eaten, so I was hungry. And I just kept sucking them down. And they taste so freaking good. It was my meal replacement. And they do work, right? I mean, they absolutely work. Each one of these products work, and that you can know. So here's what I want you to think about. What kind of activities, again, so selling those ambrosia is a revenue producing activity. I think it's important. We have to be doers. Hearing and training, that's important. But if you don't take the training and move it into practical application in your life, it means nothing to you in terms of revenue. And my hope is that each one of us on here are focused on revenue. So you need to have those revenue producing items. I have some very specific ones, and I'm going to go over those tomorrow on our power call. They're very specific. Coach and I have talked about these many times. Joseph and I have talked about them. Michael and I have thought about them. We have, oh, Michael, I love Michael. Michael is like, he's just such an amazing guy. He has an ability to work with me and approach me in ways nobody else can, and really make me think and change some of my thought processes because of his input. I hope you find somebody that you can be accountable to, that just within the company, that can help you keep yourself on track. Michael is a person for me that does that. Tomorrow night on the power call, we will find a way for you to be accountable. And it's simple. It is easy, but it will increase your income. It is all about revenue producing activities, and you need to come to the call. It's not going to be long. I try to keep these things 15 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes, it's cut off, regardless of where I'm at or what we're doing. I cut it off at 30. I try to keep it to 15, but the point of this whole call is for you to have some real take-home tools right at that moment, that you can set some objectives for making money with that tool, and then you go out each day and perform that because you know the importance of it. And I promise you, you come on that call and you commit yourself to being a real part of that call like you are here today, and it's going to produce revenue for you. So with that, it's I'm 30 seconds over, and I'm going to release and give this over to Coach. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on here, Coach.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gang, God bless you. This was one of our biggest turnouts. Let's keep it growing and going. Rank up, bank up. Rank up, bank up. God bless you, and thank you. Thank you.
Coach, I want to throw out one thing. Folks, we have a special project that we're doing this month. This is our team. We're all in this together. We're not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be well worth your while. Our goal is to bring in a revenue of over $40,000 this month. With all these projects that we have, let me tell you what, them that has the most at the end of the month are going to not only see a beautiful revenue stream from their Angeli business, but we also have some special rewards that you are not going to want to miss out on. So everybody that participates, there's going to be something for everybody. No one's going to lose out. However, those who produce the most are going to have the most benefits. So please come on board. Let's run with this and make magic happen this month. God bless you guys and have a wonderful day.
God bless you, Miss Lena. I see you. I see you next week.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Don't forget to change your clocks.
Right.
Thank
We
you.
got
Thank you,
we
Sarah.
got an extra hour to work.
There you go.
Forget sleeping, honey. Let's get up and let's go running. I mean, Coach be up like 5 o'clock in the morning, sending out texts. I'm like, what's wrong with this man? Like, seriously? Like, go to sleep. But we gotta follow the leader, right? The leader, we gotta move with him. The name of the game is following the leader. And again, thank you so much, Coach, for all your work. Thank you, Eric, for coming on. Ladies, go and gentlemen, get into Amazon and get your sexy little bag, 4x6 or 3x5, either one. And we're gonna work about getting that man or woman that we could buy and send back.
Spencer, thank you. Spencer from the hospital bed.
Hey, like she said, follow the leader, but the main thing is to be consistent daily.
Yes.
You must put in the work every day.
Absolutely.
I'm doing it from this bed. I know everybody else can do it from their home.
Amen.
There's a man talking to you from a hospital bed, Lena.
Amazing.
Hospital
Amazing.
bed.
Amazing.
Selling product from his hospital bed. What excuse we have?
We
Goodbye.
don't. There are no excuses. Thank you so much for all the information on the training, on the ideas. This is fantastic. We're moving. We're moving. Don't worry. See you soon. See you Wednesday.
Yeah.
See you on Wednesday.
See you tomorrow night with Eric.